Duval. Come on, Joe!
Okay, let's go. Steal the show.
Duval.
Sup, Jaguars? Sup, Duval? It's the Jaguar. Back again. Gotta settle a few scores. Talk some stuff about the media, specifically the Jaguar media. Even more specifically, the local Jaguar media. They're a joke. They've been a joke. They're always going to be a joke. They have no originality. Their takes are just completely idiotic. There's no substance. They're parroting the same things year after year, day after day. And we supposed to listen to this trash? No, we need something new. No. We need something new. We need something better. We're not going to be a slave to your unpopular opinions among the Jaguar fans who's looking dead at the screen when we see our team. We know what our team needs, not what you're trying to sell to us. Not what you're trying to sell to us, players. We understand. This is there's a game behind a game. There's always a game behind a game. Remember that. There's moves being made. There's people being talked to. There's things being exchanged. Take it how you want. Take it how you want to take it. But there's more than meets the eye. The Jaguar medias are transformers. They're transforming on us. One day they want this player. The next day they don't want that player. Now they want that player again. They slide real quick. Because they need you to believe. But they need you to believe what they want you to believe. That's why they're there. Just listen to them. Just trust me. Hey, when you just listen to them. Do you hear any detailed analysis? Is there any of that really given to you, or just some vague opinion about something? There's really no substance behind those opinions, those thoughts. They just push it to you with platitudes and gibberish, gobbledygook. It's meaningless, it's worthless, and we know it because we see what we see. And it's like, maybe they want to frustrate you when you're listening to them, giving their horrible takes. Maybe that's what it is, because you come back and it piss you off. You want to come back and get pissed off again. Like listening to cable news or something. The sports maybe taking a page from cable news, pissing people off on one side or the other. But let's use our brains. Let's use our brains here. We don't have to be on one side. We don't have to be on the other side. We just need to be on our side. Jaguar side. That's what we need to be on. We need to be on the Jaguar side. And you got media members like Mia and Gus waxing about the good old days of Dave Caldwell. He murdered this team. He literally murdered this team. And they talking about how he left this franchise in good shape with the draft capital he got for the trades. The trade you made when you made a future Hall of Famer want to leave this team that you were lucky enough to get, and you couldn't even handle him in house because you giving money to the wrong people. You Dave Caldwell is not a hero. Half of the draft capital that he even got on that trade, he squandered on Caleb Von Chason and another dude who I can't remember his name, but he had the mentals, in my opinion. That's allegedly. He had the mentals. And that information should have been known or understood in some kind of capacity before he was even drafted. He should not have been even drafted there. You got a guy in Minnesota, I believe, that should be in Duval right now. But these guys have no eye for talent. And you're sitting up here talking about how he left this franchise in good shape. Go down the line of the free agencies he got. Go down the line and listen. Look at the free agents that he brought in. Blaine Beatles, Toby Gerhardt. No, isn't that? Is it Toby Gerhardt? Is that a racer? The running back from Minnesota that came to Jacksonville back in the day, in the 2010s, I believe. And it just list out just one after another, and you had one good year with him, and that was only because Tom Coughlin came in. That's only because Tom Coughlin held your hand. You needed a Hall of Famer to hold your hand to even get any kind of success. And he was even able to do it with the good guy, but horrible quarterback that you brought in that you shouldn't have even drafted. Because there were studs that you could have drafted. I'm not. There's a rabbit hole to go down here. My point is, this man should never be remembered as somebody who did something good for Jacksonville. Go back and look at that man's resume. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a video on this man's resume, because since the Jaguar media don't know how to do their job and tell the truth on what's been going on and how it seems it could be. I mean, one could say. One could look at some of the dealings being made by some of these people in management, and that you could be saying that, I mean, a streetwise man might think to himself that there were some alleged underhanded dealings going on. But I'm not saying that there was. I'm just saying what a streetwise man from a streetwise culture would understand. You know, they would understand a lick when they see a lick. And some of these people being brought in, they seem, man. Oof. Some of these decisions been made, boy, it's like, wow. I mean, you picked that? You picked that? You did that? I mean, we look. I can't. I'm not saying that happened. I'm saying I don't know what happened. I don't know why the decisions were made that were made that we need to cover, that we really need to discuss as fans in a more open space, in a safe space, because we have the right to speak freely. No one's accusing anyone of anything. We're just saying that only thing, let me be clear. Let me be very clear. I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I don't think anything happened. I'm just saying someone could have the opinion by the decisions that were made by the leadership in this organization. It looks like, they look really bad. It looked really bad. You know, it looks really bad on you in terms of your ability to judge talent. It really does. It really looks bad on your decision to judge talent. And if anyone wants to have an argument or discussion on that ability to judge talent and what I'm specifically talking about it, get ready. There's a video coming on it. There's a video coming on that. I'm gonna give it to you. But as far as this discussion, what I am saying is that the decisions were made so bad that one could allegedly think that underhanded things were happening for these things to have happened in the first place. That's what I'm saying. Not alleging that anything happened whatsoever, but the decisions were so disgusting, so egregious, that we just need to talk about them to heal. Because I don't think the Jaguar fans have healed for the decades, especially since if you're a day one. My condolences, brother and sisters. My condolences. We've been through it. It's hurt. Hey, it's choking me up right now. We've been through it. I mean, it feels like they don't want us to win. They don't want us to win. I mean, Jalen might have even felt that way a little bit. He wanted to get up out of it because he knew they didn't want us to win. He had some very suspicious tweets I heard, allegedly. I haven't seen the tweets myself. If it was even a tweet, I haven't seen it myself, but I heard there's here's and there's of what happened with that Patriots AFC championship back in the day. It wasn't too long ago. Them some wounds too. Let's not even talk about the Titans. Look, I'm not trying to open up no wounds. What I'm trying to say is that if we're gonna heal, we need to talk about this openly, about what's been going on, because the Jaguar media has been basically, I will say, I feel like they've been almost complacent with the horrible dealings that have been coming here. I mean, they've co-signed a lot of treachery. I mean treachery in terms of lack of ability to do your job in terms of bringing in the best talent, the obvious best talent. Like I said, we didn't have for about a decade with Dave Caldwell. We had no success. The only time we had success is under the leadership of Tom Coughlin. We needed our great to come back to give us any kind of dignity. Now, what happened after that year? I think that was a combination of a lot of things. That wasn't really all Tom. Let's not get it twisted. I mean, we paid Blake Bortles. We paid Blake Bortles. We didn't need to pay Blake Bortles. We didn't need it then. We didn't need to pay some people that we already done paid now. But that's neither here nor there. We'll get to that at another time if we need to get to that. But we'll get to. We paid Blake Bortles. That made a lot of people mad. Allegedly, that made a lot of people mad in the locker room. Wouldn't that make you mad? If you at work and you killing it, you the best, you one of the best defenses, you part of one of the best defenses, an integral part of one of the best defenses, and you got this dude getting paid, and you know that he was the reason why he was the real reason why y'all didn't really go forward to the Super Bowl. Because if the coaches had trusted this dude, they would have tried to push the ball down the field with almost 2 minutes, about 2 minutes left in the second half, and not kneel like little beat, like little. I hate it. I hate thinking about it. All this pain, But we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. All these things come back to Dave Caldwell's decisions. A lot of our pain comes from this dude, and they trying to tell us that this dude left this franchise in good shape. He wasted the best of that draft capital. Stop playing with me. Disgusting. Oh man, disgusting. Oh man. Let's get back to the show. Where were we at? Where were we at? We had the Dave Caldwell, the fallacy, the disgusting take on Dave Caldwell. You have that, you take it for Dave Caldwell, but then when we get a coach coming into our town that we want to welcome, that we want to embrace, that we want to see do well, and what you do as soon as he come into town, what y'all do? You talk down on that man. You talk down on that man when he comes to our town. You don't welcome that man in this town the right way. You talk down on this man. Talking about how like you got bad words to say about you. Said you basically co-signing what Tampa Bay talking about. You co-signing what Tampa Bay talking about. How dare he leave? How dare he not do what we say? How dare he not bow down to us? How dare he not exercise his rights? How dare he not be the best man for his family? Do the right things for his family? Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? Nobody checked you right on this, but I'm going to check you. I'm going to tell you the truth. Stay out of men's pockets. Stay out of other people's pockets in general. Stop telling people what they should and shouldn't do for their family. Do what you need to do for yours. It's disgusting. That man did the absolute best thing for his family every step of the way. He wasn't going to jeopardize the bird he had in hand. Why should he? He got to take care of himself first. He got to take care of his family first. What do you not understand about that? And you would have did the same exact thing, which is so disgusting. But nobody's offering you $4 million, let alone $13, $14 million. So be quiet. How dare you judge somebody when you would have did the same thing? You disgust me. It's hypocritical, in my opinion. Or maybe you would. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're not a hypocrite. Maybe you're the type of person that would take a third or less than a third of what somebody else is willing to give you for your services. Maybe you will. Maybe you're the type of person to do that. Not even just that. Not even that. But you got the authority. Don't make no mistake about it. Liam Cohen is running the ship. He's running this game. He's running it. And I like what he's doing. And I'm all behind it. I like how he talks. I like how he walks. Duval. Well, maybe not that so much. But that's okay. It grows on you. It grows on you. Duval. Sometimes you don't need to give the battle cry. Sometimes you don't need to do the 2001 grad night, Disney World, Dade County, Duval showdown. You don't need to do that. Sometimes you just need to, pop out. Duval. It's like a little. Now, I'm not gonna get that. I'm not. Y'all might start saying stuff about me. I'm not gonna say that. Say what? I'm not gonna tell you. Back to the matter at hand. Stop talking about a man's pockets. Get out of that man's pockets. That man did the exact thing he needed to do. You're insane. And and getting to the other takes is like this man can do nothing right. This organization can do nothing right. He comes in, he assesses the roster. He takes the time to assess the roster by bringing in people that he trusts to help him evaluate different aspects of the roster. By the way, clap it up for him, champs. Clap it up for Mr. Coach Liam Cohen. He did an amazing job bringing that staff together. That's a great staff he brought together. I love that what I'm hearing about that coach, the offensive coach. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting his name. I'll remember it. It's the offensive coordinator. I like what I hear about that dude. When you hear a dude that got that type of mentals, that type of integrity, he's about that business, and that's what we don't have here. We don't have enough people that have been through that organization, those walls, those doors, who's really about that business, who's really about winning. We really didn't have that. We really haven't had that since Tom Coughlin left. Really, we really haven't had that since Tom. It feels like it's been a whole lot of you scratch my back, I scratch yours. That's what it feels like. It feels like let's go with the dude that we like the best, not the dude that is the best. So how you let these guys, these Pro Bowlers, walk up out the door because you didn't even want to really give them a chance. Man, it's just sickening. We need people like Liam Cohen, Mr. Gladstone. We need people like that coming into the organization. We need people that care and have legacy like Tony Baselli here in this organization, writing them, just making sure that just in case, and I don't think this is going to happen. God forbid this happen. I don't think we made the right decision. I think I'm the wrong decision. I think we made the right decision by bringing in that coach that we brought in and the GM that we brought in and making Tony Baselli being, like, I know he don't want to hear, but like the middleman. You know what I mean? Because we need that. We need somebody who's looking out for the organization. When people get crazy, start doing weird stuff, we need someone who's actually looking out for the longevity of the organization and not just for what's right for them that year, because they're thinking they're about to lose their job, so they blow us up. They do outlandish things. They you know what I mean? They're on full tilt. For all you poker players, they go on full tilt. Like we need people that are about that real business, and we haven't had that. And thank God we've God, thank goodness, thank God. Whatever you believe, thank the heavens that we got the right people in, because from their actions, their words, their decisions, their energy, yeah, I believe. I dare say I believe, y'all. Do you believe? I believe. Now, when they come in and the media is saying, do they do enough? They assess the organization. They bring in the right people. They assess the film on what they already have in house. They decide what they need and what they don't need by the film they're looking at. They know their system. They know the system they want to run. They know the best type of people for those type of systems. You best believe. Grant Udinski, that's his name. Sorry, coach. Grain disc. You best believe. You best believe. They looked at every aspect of these positions and needed to decide who's the best for these positions. And hey, let's be honest. Again, this is about healing, right? If you look back on last season, if you watched all the games, do you think we had hard legs or soft bodies on that field? I think we had some soft bodies, y'all. Allegedly. I think we had some soft bodies. I didn't see enough hard legs out there, y'all. They're men. They were men. Don't trust me. They were men. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. Those grown men out there. But I didn't see them hard legs out there. I didn't see it for the most part. You know when I did see them hard legs? Trayvon Walker. Trayvon Walker is a hard leg. That boy, he almost that boy almost ran through. That boy almost ran through the squad. What squad was that? Was it Minnesota? Was it Minnesota? Yeah, I think it was Minnesota. He almost ran through Minnesota squad by himself. They had to tranquilize him, allegedly. They had to tranquilize him. I heard. I don't know. But I heard they had to find a way to calm him down. The tranks weren't working. They just made him a little weaker. The tranks weren't working, family. Not like they thought it was gonna work. Cause he was punching dudes hard out there. I don't know how he got away with that. But I think people give you a little lenience when they understand. You know, people give you a little lenience. People give you a little grace. And when you out there giving it your all, and you seeing somebody give it their all, your heart gets into it with them. Your heart's there for them. Your heart bleeds for them. And he did play hard last year. Josh Allen. Oh, Josh Allen. He gave me chills at times last year. Boy, if they can get freed up. Boy, if we can get just a little bit more. And I think these boys are hungry. I mean, when you really look at that tape, when you go back and look at some of that tape on these boys, they getting doubled a lot. Trayvon Walker's getting doubled a lot. He's not only getting doubled a lot, he's probably like one of the most held players I've ever seen. He's probably gotten the most holding calls and the least holding calls at the same time. I think, allegedly. I don't know, but it feels like I'm right. It feels like I'm right here. But what I'm really trying to get to here, I've gotten off on some intangible tangents. I've gotten off on some intangible tangents in this show, and this is my first show. And I hope you bear with me. And I thank you for bearing with me. If you're still here listening to me ramble and talk about this team I love, thank you. I love you too. And I hope to hear from you. But let's get back off of these intangible tangents and back at the matter of hand. The matter of hand is you got this organization coming in. They've made their assessments of all the positions. They've got their witch's brew going. They're in their bag, their proverbial bag, y'all. Guess what they're doing though? They're not. Let me tell you what they're doing. They're bringing in what they think is going to add to or strengthen or reinforce this team.
Come on, Joe!
Okay, let's go. Steal the show.
Do the